Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim Madden, the CEO and co-founder of Executive Career Upgrades, and if you're new here, I offer leadership tips and career advice to help you navigate the workplace successfully. Today, we're talking about something that every manager faces sooner or later: conflict resolution. So whether it's managing tension between team members or addressing issues directly with someone, knowing how to handle difficult conversations calmly and professionally is an essential leadership skill. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step guide to resolving conflicts in the workplace. And we're going to be covering everything from preparation to follow-up so you can approach these situations with confidence and integrity. Let's get started. First, let's start by understanding the nature of workplace conflict. So conflict is inevitable in any organization. So whether it's caused by difference in opinions, communication styles, or personalities, while many people see conflict as a negative, it can actually be an opportunity for growth if it's handled the right way. In most cases, conflicts typically fall into these two categories. The first is a task-based conflict, and these arise over disagreements on how the work should be done or decisions should be made. For example, two members might have different ideas about how to approach a project. And the other is relationship-based conflict. These conflicts are more personal and can stem from misunderstandings, emotional clashes, or differences in working styles. The key to successful conflict resolution is understanding the type of conflict you're dealing with and approaching it with the goal of finding a solution, not assigning blame. So before you dive into a difficult conversation, preparation is key. So walking into a conflict resolution discussion unprepared is going to lead to misunderstandings, escalation, and ineffective outcomes. Taking the time to plan will help you stay calm and focused. So here's how to prepare. Before addressing the conflict, get a clear understanding of the situation. If the conflict is between team members, listen to both sides without making assumptions, and make sure you have all the relevant details before you step into the conversation. What's the outcome you're hoping to achieve? Are you looking to clear up a misunderstanding, find a compromise, or improve a working relationship? Keeping your goal in mind will help you steer the conversation in the right direction. Think about how the other person might respond. Are they likely to become defensive, emotional, or dismissive? By anticipating these reactions, you can prepare to manage them more calmly. Taking the time to gather facts and frame your goals will allow you to enter the conversation with clarity and purpose. So now that you're prepared, it's time to create the right environment for the conversation. Conflicts can escalate quickly if the environment feels unsafe or hostile. And as a manager, it's your responsibility to create a space where both parties feel comfortable expressing their perspectives without fear of judgment or backlash. Here are a few tips for setting up a productive conversation. Whether it's in a private office, a neutral meeting room, or over a video call, make sure the setting is free of distractions and interruptions. This shows that you're taking the issue seriously and that the conversation is a priority. Then at the beginning of the conversation, set some ground rules. Make it clear that each person will have a chance to speak and that the focus will be on finding solutions, not blaming or criticizing. And as the mediator, it's crucial that you listen more than you speak and let each person share their perspective fully and show empathy by acknowledging their concerns. A calm, neutral environment allows everyone to engage in the conversation without feeling attacked or rushed. One of the most important principles of conflict resolution is to focus on the issue, not the person. It's easy for conflict to feel personal by bringing emotions into the conversations, often makes things worse. And your role as a manager is to guide the discussion toward solving the problem, not attacking the individuals. Here's how you can keep the conversation focused on the issue. Use I statements. Encourage everyone involved to use I statements instead of you statements. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to my ideas," they could say, "I feel unheard when my ideas aren't acknowledged." This helps keep the conversation from being accusatory. If there's a performance or behavior issue, focus on the specific actions or outcomes, not the person's character. For example, instead of saying, "You're disorganized," say, "I've noticed that deadlines are often missed and it's affecting the team's productivity." Help the parties involved find areas where they agree. This could be a shared goal or a mutual understanding of the problem. And finding common ground helps shift the focus from conflict to collaboration. By focusing on the issue rather than assigning blame, you create a constructive environment for actually resolving the conflict. So let's be honest, difficult conversations can be emotional. and people might feel frustrated, angry, or even hurt. As a manager, it's your job to stay calm and help others manage their emotions as well. So here's a few techniques to keep things calm. Keep your voice steady and your body language open. If emotions start to escalate, take a deep breath before responding. Your calm demeanor will set the tone for the conversation. Acknowledge emotions, but stay focused. If someone gets emotional, acknowledge their feelings without letting the conversation get derailed. For example, you can say, "I understand that this is frustrating for you, and I want to make sure we address the issue so that we can move forward together." And if things are getting heated, it's okay to take a short pause. So suggest a quick break or ask if the conversation can continue at another time when emotions have cooled. By managing emotions effectively, you can prevent the situation from escalating and keep the conversation productive. Now that the conflict has been discussed, it's time to move forward. As a manager, your goal is not to just resolve the immediate issue, but to prevent similar conflicts in the future. And the best way to do that is by collaborating with everyone involved to find a resolution that works for all parties. And here's how to guide the team toward those solutions. Invite everyone to suggest possible solutions. By including the people involved in the conflict, you'll increase buy-in and commitment to the outcome. Sometimes, resolving conflict requires compromise. Encourage both parties to give a little and find a middle ground that everyone can live with. Once a solution is agreed upon, outline clear steps for implementation and make sure everyone knows what's expected moving forward and agreed on a follow-up date to check on progress. Collaborating on solutions creates a sense of ownership and helps ensure that the resolution will be lasting. Finally, one of the most important steps in conflict resolution is that follow-up. A great conversation is only the beginning. The real work comes in making sure the agreed upon solutions are implemented and that the conflict doesn't resurface. Now here's how to follow up effectively. Schedule a follow-up meeting with the parties involved to see how things are going. This shows that you're invested in the resolution and want to ensure that progress is being made. Make sure that everyone is following through on their commitments. If issues arise again, address them early before they escalate. And when you see progress, acknowledge it. Positive reinforcement encourages continued cooperation and helps build trust moving forward. Following up also ensures that the conflict stays resolved and that the team dynamics continue to improve. Handling conflict in the workplace doesn't have to be a nightmare. With the right approach, preparing thoughtfully, and creating that safe environment focused on the issue and collaborating on the solutions, you can resolve conflicts professionally and calmly. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more leadership tips and workplace advice. And let me know in the comments, what's been the toughest workplace conflict you've had to manage? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.